Before I get into the main topic of today's video, you guys are going to see a Madden 25 season showdown match and a college football 25 online rank match. Now, in the Madden 25 season showdown match, I'm in solo ranks where you play against another user having AI as the computer teammates with NFL players instead of having actual users to control themselves with their my player in a match. Reason for that is because squads, typically if you're trying to play with randoms, because they see that you're lower overall, it's very difficult for them to want to play with you, so they end up continuously backing out. So it took me about 3 or 4 hours from the last footage to get footage for you guys, because really it was just hard to get into a match because nobody wants to play with me because I'm a low overall, just because I don't really play this game mode or this game at all. Now, college football 25 video, you guys are going to see me face a Bama user where he's trying to taunt me, which I don't understand why people taunt when they're losing, all because they got a decent big play, which is absolutely BS. But why do people taunt when they're losing? I have no idea, when they act like they're going to do something and make a comeback. But anyways, aside from that, let's go ahead and get right into today's topic of today's video. Also, just another thing from this Madden 25 match that you guys are seeing, the guy rage quit at the end when I literally won the game, and the game didn't even count. So that's another thing why this game was just busted overall. Now, supposedly college football 26 is going to be having a open world for your my career player, the road to glory, or whatever they're going to end up calling it. Now, that's speculations. We're not sure until we get more information closer to what EA Sports puts out there, but that is what is going on currently for the news of college football 26. Who knows if it's real or not? Now, personally, you guys know me. I've been fully invested with ESG, became a part of the stream team as well, and ESG is just a such better product. It's going to be a game changing, especially for the football community. So I'm fully invested with ESG football because the game's addicting. It's fun. It's something different. It's something new, and it's going to bring a new satisfaction feeling once you guys get your hands-on experience with the game. And that's total facts. I mean, I haven't had this much fun in playing a football game in years, or if anything at all. I mean, even when NFL Street came out, it was fun for its time, or NFL Blitz. I mean, those was great games for, the time and era that it came out. But ESG football, having it based off simulation, I mean, it's a whole different atmosphere, and literally, it's a game that I always ever wanted for a football game, and they're delivering that. Now, I don't know about you guys, but do you think it's kind of odd out of the blue, or the speculation of college football 26 implementing a open world? Isn't weird that after the fact, with all this news and people being able to beta playtest in ESG football and finding out that ESG football is implementing this open world type of deal, isn't it odd that just out of nowhere college football 26 announces that in a way, or have that speculation announcement that they're gonna have an open world? I know for a fact there has to be a EA member in this ESG football beta experiencing all this and giving feedback to EA. There has to be somebody that is snooping around and, letting know that that ESG has something cooking, and it's literally scaring EA Sports. I mean, right off rip, we know when EA got the exclusive license, right? Just for the sole fact, if 2K had the ability to make a football game, they know that 2K is going to demolish them with having a NFL game or college football game. They know that for a fact, and that's why they continue to extend the license and all that stuff. Now, 2K could have literally done what ESG football is doing. They don't have to have a license with NFL teams or college football teams and things of that sort to make a football game. I literally thought they was going to make the XFL football game, so they could have easily done that. But the reason for it is because people want to play with NFL teams or college football teams, and it's only right for 2K to have that license to do so because they know that they can make a massive profit. But you look at ESG Football, don't have that licensing to have NFL players and things of that sort. But they do have people that are ex players, NFL players, supporting this game and helping this game out to push it out there for us, the football community, to have play, as well for themselves to have fun and enjoy a football game once again. Just the other day, which I didn't know at the time, well, Justin Jefferson was live streaming Madden 25 gameplay. Now, I'm not sure if he was playing another NFL teammate that was a friend or just somebody that he knows. And there's a lot of him just bashing Madden and saying that he would never play this game again. Now, I should have recorded it at the time, but like I said, I didn't know he was live streaming. I didn't even know he played Madden. But from what was going on within that gameplay and him just bashing the hell out of Madden, saying that he's never going to play the game, I mean, we're all fed up at this point. Even NFL players themselves, current NFL players, do not like Madden where it's currently at. About 13 straight years for me, just not enjoying Madden whatsoever. I mean, to have 13 years straight, especially from my point of view, to not have seen major improvements with Madden's gameplay mechanics overall, or like an in-depth franchise where we're supposed to be at this point in time with Madden. I mean, how much more longer can you put up with things like that? I don't know how people do so. And the fact that people continue to support the game and invest so much money into Ultimate Team, knowing that basically they're having the same Ultimate Team year in and year out with these same promotions and the same type of season rewards. It's just that the Ultimate Team cards is basically just re-edited. I mean, you guys are literally getting the same Hall of Fame players and Ultimate Team packs every single year. You'd be lucky if they added one new Hall of Famer or somebody that you haven't seen in the year before. And to have them do it in various ways, you can have like a free, like Deion Sanders, right? You have to use tokens or whatever to upgrade it over time, or a higher version card of itself to improve. If not, then they would still have a higher version card that's not even usable to upgrade that free card that you got of him. And then you play challenges where you can't even get, you know, any tokens or the amount of upgrades that you need to upgrade your current free card of that version. And that's how they bait people to buying packs, because only within packs you can get so much things that will help you upgrade your player. So it's just things that they do that they can bait people for profit. And a lot of people don't realize this. And then it's like half the time you do challenges and you have to wait until a new set of challenges to come out to get, a certain amount of gold to reach that certain card that's available. But yet they can come out with a new card by the time you finish those challenges, that they would have a higher version of that card that you end up getting. So it's like it's pointless to do solo challenges. And a lot of people don't realize it, what they're doing. They're doing this method so it makes you rage for the pointless effect of doing these challenges, to making you have to spend money into the game to get a better reward outcome for your team to be built. Because the rewards that you get from the challenges is not even worth it. You're just wasting your time. And of course, ESG Football acknowledges this, but doesn't mean that they're not going to keep out the microtransactions. The reason why they're going to have it is because, first off, it's a free game, right? Now, of course, they need some type of support to keep the game alive. So, of course, they are going to have microtransactions, but it's not catered to the point where it's like 2K, where it's pay to make your player better, right? Well, of course, you can have the option to spend money into the game, so you can basically get points to make your player higher overall compared to grinding. But the thing about that, they made a balance, right? So when you take a look at NBA 2K, you spend so much VC to get your guy up to like an 85 overall, right? But when you go to compete online, you're playing people that already have grinded on top of that, that already have their guys higher overall than you, and it's a disadvantage. In ESG football, yes, you can spend money to improve your player quicker to get them up to certain overalls. But what they done to balance that is that for people that's going to spend money to do that method, you're going to be competing against other people that invested money that got up their players to that same overall that you done. And this is where it's going to create that skill gap where they're going to match you up with the same overall players within your range. So unlike 2K, like I said, you can make it 85, you can get them up to an 88, whatever the case may be, but you may be playing somebody that's a 95 or 98. That's a clear mismatch advantage, right? Now, even on top of that, if you're the person that's not going to invest money and you take the grinding route, well, it's still rewarding and it's still challenging because every single overall that you're going to be matched up with in the same range level as you, you're going to be having a challenging and fun experience regardless of the overall range that you're competing at. So they thought of the people that want to grind and not spend a dime. So it's a fair balance between both worlds of people that want to grind and people that want to pay to compete. And then, of course, they're going to also have the skin cosmetics of how your player looks. That's what you're going to have in an open world concept game. It's just like 2K's City, where you can customize your player and make them swagged out. Same concept is being implemented in ESG. Now, that's expected when you have a free product, but the money that is being spent into ESG, regardless if you're just grinding and only spending it on cosmetics, or you know you're paying to make your player faster at a certain overall, and then wanting cosmetics as well, regardless of what you do, whatever money that is spent, it's not gonna enhance your ability to pretty much be paid to win, right? So they thought about how to keep it balanced and also help them by benefiting them by supporting the product. So, what they're doing right now with the closed beta is making sure that they're having a quality game when it's released. So they don't want to release a game that's like half trash with all these issues like Madden every single year. You have how many updates every single year, and so often that the game continues to still be broken. It's like you're playing a closed beta for like the whole year until they implement something new the next year, which of course is going to be broken as well. The perfect reflection of that is what Maximum Football done and how they went about it. They said, here's our closed beta, tested out. Okay, we kind of fixed up some of the issues that we have in the closed beta. People are eager to wanting to play this game. Let's go ahead and put it into a early access format, which pretty much says that this game is never going to be fully done, but we're going to prolong the closed beta, but have it available for everybody to experience, but continue to have these issues and try to fix it. And after every update, they will implement something new upon what they fix, but they're still going to have some previous issues carry over and newer issues based off what they implemented. And that's pretty much how they destroy the community, especially myself, to continue to support the game now. Of course, I enjoy what they try to implement and they're continuing to update and fix the game, but they still have lingering issues. The big drawback for me in that game was where they implemented Ultimate Team because they was money hungry. Now that it's opened up to the public, they're like, oh, this is how we're going to make more profit. And because it's a free game, you know, you have to pay for these modes. Also, if you want to play Ultimate Team, going to have the same format as Madden, but they implemented it. Like for me, I spent money into it, hoping that, of course, getting the best for what I got. But I spent money not to be able to use my team in an online ranked match because online matchmaking just simply did not work. And then half of the time, people that spent money into the packs, they couldn't even open up the pack that they bought because it didn't work. And that's when I felt like I was robbed because that issue occurred. It's like I spent money for no reason because I didn't get my money worth back from what I got. Imagine if EA had that issue, right, with Madden. based off how many people spend money on that game for pack openings, right? Now, not only do they not get what they promote that you can get, like limited time edition players, but you still don't even get decent overall players to help your team out. You're getting the same repetitive cards over and over and over, and that's how they bait you to keep wanting to gamble your money to hopefully get that reward that you want. But imagine once you get that, you know, limited time edition card, then you try to go use them online and finding out that online doesn't work. You can't get into a match because this simple fact for searching does not work at all. You know how many people would be frustrated? So that's pretty much what Maximum Football has done. So when you take a look at ESG Football, they're doing all these testing, having more people come in for more feedback because there's a lot of issues that these people end up finding that, of course, the devs themselves didn't even know about. And it's helping them to go ahead and address these issues and fix it to make the game much more quality and to make sure when they do release the game that people do not experience these issues where they're going to have a fallout with the community like what happened with Maximum Football. So when you guys complain, oh, this game's never coming out, oh, this is a fake game, you guys got to understand at the same time, small development team, slowly improving, getting more people invested into this game, helping this game grow, and making sure that they're making a great quality product, especially for its first time to be released. You guys got to understand how much it goes into it and the time that they need to make sure that the game is perfect for their first time coming out. And yet, to have you guys rush this product, they're not going to fall into that trap. But they want to make sure what you're going to be playing is going to be the best experience for your first time experiencing the product. And that's why you look at Madden and college football, they push out a product quickly with bare minimum, additions. And yet you guys see the amount of issues, especially legacy issues that continue on with the new year version of that game, and how you guys pretty much bash the game year in and year out and deal with the same amount of issues piled on with newer issues for that new year. But because EA doesn't care, they can continue to do what they have done. And as long as you guys continue to support them the way that you guys been doing and invest so much money year in with Ultimate Team and things of that sort, they're going to continue to stay on the same pathway of their cycle of producing their game. Of course, they're going to bait you with a new feature, something slightly new, or something that they brought back, revamped, and act like it's brand new in order to keep you guys invested into their product. And at this point, it's like, how blind do you have to be to realize what they're doing, right? But yet, you guys still fold into it. Here's one thing that happened in the closed beta that was just super funny to me. So you have this person that was raging because he did not adapt to the gameplay. He was a new player coming into the closed beta. Now he faced OGs and some of the devs and was complaining, "Oh, you're doing a nano blitz." Technically, there's really no nano blitz in the game, but because they're so used to Madden and because they was playing quarterback and getting sacked a lot, very quickly, they called it a nano blitz. They did not know what to do in order to stop it. So, of course, the defense is going to continue to do it to see if you're going to adapt and learn how to stop it. And all he had to do was communicate to his teammate, whoever was playing at running back, to stay back and block. But of course, he didn't communicate with his teammates, and that ended up happening over and over. And then, of course, with having no communication, having players that's going to be those type of randoms where they don't communicate with one another is going to end up being frustrated and just throwing the game and making it very difficult for you to actually enjoy the game because you guys are not working together, building that team chemistry, and also communicating based off strategic play to help you, stop certain things and beat certain things. And that's why I said that this game It's so simulation. You guys don't understand that having that communication, even if you're playing with randoms, is going to make a whole difference. But when you don't do that, well, you guys are going to extremely suffer. It takes a team effort to compete in this game. And Buddy thought he can do everything himself because he was quarterback. He think it's like Madden in college football where he can just run around and do anything that he wants. And that just does not work like that. You don't have assistance with anything. It's all user skills, and you have a lot of human players playing at a variety of different positions, and you got to depend on them to play their role correctly as well. That's why I praise ESG developers. I mean, probably half of you guys don't even know the people behind this product, developing this game, that co-founded this game, is ex Madden competitors. People that competed at a very high level in the Madden Ultimate Team tournaments that they are currently having, and they know the Madden way. They know the issues. They know the comp level things that comes down to money plays and how people compete. And that's why they're making this game a balanced game and enjoyable product for everybody to compete in at all levels. You're still going to have people that make tutorial videos trying to let you guys know what's the meta build. And I'm telling you guys this now, and I've been telling you guys this in pretty much all my videos. There's really going to be no meta build. And there is so much variety of unique builds, and nobody's technically the same. And of course, every single build has its pros and has its cons. And that's just how they're balancing this feature alone when it comes to making your build. For example, this past weekend, of course, like I said, the fumble slider's been turned up. But in general, before that was even implemented, a lot of people was just making small, fast builds. Because they're small, they know that they can have a higher rating for speed. And that's what a lot of people focus on. But they forget that they're playing two ways, right? So they're going to have no defensive stats. You're not going to be able to make a tackle. And of course, if you're going up against a bigger player than you, if you're like at 5'5", 140, of course, you're never going to make a tackle because one, you're small, two, you have no defensive tackle ratings. So that's what I mean. A lot of people try to make the same builds or do the same thing or focus on one thing, but they don't realize that they need to balance out in all areas. And you guys are going to see that for yourself. And I know for a fact that's how you guys are going to start out because, like I said, these past two sessions, the past two events where we implemented new players, that's all people tried to do and tried to make. And they found out the hard way. Yes, it's great that you're fast, but what are you going to use that to your advantage? Sure, you can beat somebody that is slow. If you made a receiver, you can beat them deep every time, like Tyreek Hill, but you may not have great catching. You're going to end up dropping the ball all the time or not have a reaction to make a catch because all you focus on was just speed. So it's not like Madden college football where you can just focus on speed or one stat. Because this game's simulation, every rating matters. Everything that you do control wise, button input wise, user skill reaction wise matters. So if you think you can just hold a catch button to make a catch, not going to happen. You have to time it. Even tackling. If you expect to get computer assistance to make a tackle, it's not going to happen. You got a strafe tackle. You have to size up your player to get in front, stay in front, and position yourself to make a tackle. You're not going to be suctioned or scripted into a tackle. That's not how it works in ESG football, guys. Do you think you're just going to hold turbo and make a move, juke move, spin move? No, that's not going to happen. You have to let off turbo and then hit the buttons to make a juke move or a spin move. Even on defense, just movement wise, you're not going to be expected to just hold turbo and run around, even if you're like a lineman or linebacker, depending on your speed and agility. You're not going to be able to do what you've done in college football or Madden and just being able to turn on a dime, hold turbo. It doesn't work like that. That's how much difference and more realistic ESG football and detail wise is compared to college football and Madden. Anyways, if you guys want to truly experience this and enjoy what ESG Football is offering right now for PlayStation 5 users, they are having closed beta to help the developers get all these issues hashed out. The faster that we can get these things done, the quicker the game can be pushed out earlier than expected. So, once again, if you guys are wanting to play and experience greatness, I recommend check out the links down below in the description. Join the Discord waiting room, and also you guys can simply apply with the application link. But by joining the Discord waiting room Discord, you guys will also have the steps and information there for directions on what you guys will have to do in order to get into the upcoming and future beta playtest sessions. Now, this week is going to be a tournament event going down, which is going to be April 25th through the 27th. Now, for this tournament to be eligible to play in, you guys had to be in the past two events of the beta playtest session in order to be in this upcoming tournament event. Plenty more tournament events will be hosted, and of course, a money prize reward will be handed out. But anyways, outside of that, you guys take a look at the Discord waiting room members. We are currently about to hit 6,000 members. We are currently at 5,952. We reached the 5,000 mark, and that is a big plus for ESG Football. Of course, if you guys haven't got selected, don't worry. They're implementing a ton of players at a time, so bear with them. There has been a lot of people that they have to go through based off application, NDA signing, and also questionnaire. They want to make sure that you guys pass the questionnaire in order to see that you guys are understanding everything that you are reading and signing, in order to make sure that you guys are highly qualified to get into this closed beta. It's not difficult. They just want to make sure that you're comprehending everything. Now, I want to say there has been individuals, not going to say who it is, but we had some people that violated the NDA agreements that they signed. And of course, those people are getting, well, not the greatest thing to happen to them. So, just letting you guys know, if you don't comprehend and agree to what you guys are reading and signing and you violate those things, ESG is not going to take those things lightly, and don't think you're going to get away with what you end up doing and breaking and violating the agreements. You guys will have a hefty punishment no matter how old you are by getting into this closed beta. They will hunt you down and you guys will pay for what you violated. So, as well, if you have been associated with a person and you have released footage of anything, but you're not even in the closed beta, trust me, you guys will have a punishment as well, because you guys are associated with that person, and because you're not coughing up that person and ratting him out, you guys will be punished as well. So we had something like that happened over this past weekend. So I'm just reiterating to you guys what's going on, and that you guys shouldn't take these things lightly, because ESG will be going back at you guys for violating their agreement. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you guys follow my social media accounts. Everything information wise will be linked down below in the description, as well videos that you may not have seen, a little bit about myself as well, and also tutorial guide videos on how to apply when it comes to ESG Football. So everything will be linked down below in the description. I appreciate everybody's support so far. I am glad to see a lot of you guys that have been able to play in this past event for the closed beta of ESG Football. I was able to play against you guys and with you guys. It was great to see you guys support for this game and see you guys change your views and opinions about this game. It's a open outlook to look into, and it was enjoyment to see you guys' reactions when you guys did have a chance and opportunity to experience a fresh new game to the market of the football genre. Also on my social media accounts, especially Instagram or within the Discord, if you have been a participant in the closed beta, I would like you guys to DM me your guys' positions that you love to play as, what you guys think you're good at, because I have been scouting, especially for when it comes to tournament events, of who I want to play with. And of course, the ones I was able to play with in the closed beta, don't worry, I have scouted you guys. So, just want to make sure that, getting a well put team together to win tournament, because I want you guys to earn money as well when it comes down to the prize event. So, looking forward to seeing your guys' takes on what you think you're good at. If you guys want to be a part of my team, what positions you want to play as, and much more. And also any feedback, or if you guys want to just ask questions, I would be gladly to answer them. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you guys stay tuned by subscribing for any ESG football news and updates. Until next time, I will see you guys in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.